Hey everyone, Tim Stoddart here, and in this week's video, I am going to show you my favorite way to monetize a business directory. As usual, I've been getting a ton of replies to my emails, a ton of comments on the videos about building business directories, and so I want to expand your guys' idea of different ways to monetize these types of businesses. And in this video, I'm going to show you my absolute favorite way to do it. And I promise it's not what you think. Okay, let's get started. So I'm just going to start with the punchline. My favorite way to monetize a business directory is to use the directory to generate leads and to close deals for an agency, to close like actual long-term monthly recurring marketing contracts for an agency, and to use the directory to generate leads to get you clients. So let me show you exactly how this works. First thing, this is one of my business directories. This is a website called Detox Local. It's a directory of drug detoxes around the country. Everybody knows that I'm like involved in this space, and so the directory itself isn't that important. What's important is how I actually collect leads. So just today, I got a lead, and here's usually how the leads happen. So this is a category for Pennsylvania. Somebody's on here for whatever reason, they browse and they get to a listing and they think, like I want to get listed. And so they usually click this link right here, and this is a form. So on this form, get your detox facility listed in front of thousands of people who are looking for detox services. I choose to just put the pricing on the form. And then I also choose to make a note that says, like, when you fill out this form, you're inquiring about advertising. Because one of the downsides about having a business directory and creating leads through the directory is you're just going to get like a whole bunch of people that are trying to pitch you things, or that want other things, or that like don't do the research to find the actual contact information they're looking for. So they just fill out this directory. It gets kind of annoying. I recommend doing this. My spam, shouldn't even say spam, my indirect leads, my bad leads of people that aren't actually inquiring about advertising has really gone down since I just said straight up, don't fill out this form unless you're looking to advertise. It's helped a lot. Okay, so this is the form. And earlier today, right? So you're going to see 925. Earlier today, I got a lead for this form, and this is what it looks like. So this is the back end of my HubSpot account. And all you need to know right here is that this is the message. And the message is very simple: looking to get listed, please. So I know that this is a legitimate lead. Obviously, all of this contact information is blurred out, but I can see from the email address, and I can see from the domain on the email address, and even the website URL, this is a legitimate company, and this is somebody that I can contact. So what I do is I have an automated sequence set up on HubSpot. A lot of these leads come through on my phone. So I get a notification on my phone, and then I open up HubSpot, and there's just two buttons that I click, and I send them an automated email. So understand, this is an automated email within HubSpot. I don't write this every single time, but it says, hey, insert first name here. Thank you for filling out the contact form to get insert website URL here listed on yourfirststep.org. It looks like it's a great fit. I'd be happy to get you set up. Here are the steps. So step one, the price is $99 a year. If you want to get listed on all three of our directories, you'll get a 10% discount. So the price is $267. Your facility will be listed on, here's the websites. Step two, if you want to register, I'll send you a payment link. Step three, once you pay, I'll send you a Google form for you to fill out all the information. Step four, once all the information is filled out, we'll create the listing within 72 hours. It's very simple if you have any questions. And then this is the part that, like, I think this is one of the things I've done that has been really against the grain, that has just generated such results for me, is I say you can reach out to me directly on my cell phone number. I close more business through text messaging these days than I think anything else. I think people are just moving so fast that we don't like to take time to have conversations, and people just like to text. And so what do you think happened? Well, I got a text message. So here's a text message. Tim, first name from company, was wondering what happens with calls to your main number. Is that a sponsoring treatment center or your people? Do you have average for clicks or calls of the month? So this is actually really important. because I want to touch on this subject for just 1 second. Because if most people have watched my videos about directories, I fully advocate building a directory to try to generate leads for it. It's just the simplest and it's the most profitable way to monetize. And so you can tell that one of the main value adds for people reaching out to me is they're just interested in leads. This is always what I say to people. Leads are always going to be cool, right? Like everyone, leads are always going to be valuable. I think lead generation is the best business model that there is because you're providing a thing that's never going to go out of style. Local businesses, brick and mortar businesses, they just need the phone to ring, and that's always going to be the case. And so you can see here the main interest was this person wanted leads. So this is a little bit friendly. I saw the area code was from Philadelphia, so of course I say go Birds, and he says, "Hey, go Birds! I thought you were on the West Coast." I made a joke about being from Philly and about loving the Eagles, but nonetheless, I started talking about my directories. I started talking the value add, and this is where it happens. So I say, "But I own a lead gen agency as well, and I don't have any clients in SEPA. That means Southeastern PA. If you're from like the Philly area, you'd know what that means as of now. I do have clients in the shore. So when you're from Pennsylvania, you call the beach the shore. So this means the Jersey Shore, but that's all Jersey keywords." So he says, "What's up with lead gen?" We have a conversation basically. And then he says, "We have an SEO and PPC company currently. We're about to launch our first digital campaign. If they don't produce, our owners will look at new options, but they are going to at least give them a chance. We're using call tracking metrics." This is the software that I talked about within the previous conversation. So I say, "Cool, CTM is what we use. Just make sure you set it up properly." So understand, in this case, it's not like this lead came in and it just instantly turned into a $9,000 a month marketing contract. However, this person did buy a set of listings. So actually, hold on, let me show that to you. So I earned the business. This person did buy listings. So I made a quick sale of $267. It's great. Featured listings are a great way. Well, we call them verified listings, are a great way to monetize a directory. But more importantly, I generated a lead for my agency. So I think this is by far the best way to monetize a directory. Like, granted, not everybody is excited about doing agency work and about doing client services work. I've always been a huge advocate of it because people know my philosophy of using service-based businesses to generate cash flow and then using that cash flow to create investments into assets, which then compound so you don't end up working so damn hard for the rest of your life. However, it's a no-brainer to me that using a directory to close what could be a $2,000 a month client in some other industries, like granted, my industry does have pretty high marketing budgets, but let's say you've created a business directory for local contractors, like we've talked about, right? Well, local contractors would easily pay $1,000 a month for leads, and this could even get into like the rank and rent philosophy that we talked about recently. Whatever it is, a $1,000 a month client on the very, very, very low end is absolutely going to be more valuable than, let's say, a $29 a month featured listing. But the best thing about it is like you can do both, right? I sold the featured listing. I built a relationship with this person. I created trust with this person. And this person is going to see how effectively and how quickly and with how much professionalism we create his listings on the website. We're going to send it to him. And within HubSpot, within my CRM, in that conversation, he said, "We're going to give it a few months." So I sent myself a reminder for 3 months from now to reach back out to this person to see if I can turn it into a high dollar SEO deal, right? Granted, this isn't going to scale the same way that just a full blown, super high profit margin directory is going to. But the reality is, you're probably not going to create the next yellowpages.com, right? Like, you're probably not going to have a $100 million a year business directory. And so, like, the two aren't mutually exclusive. You can still sell your featured listings. You can still create that really, really high leverage, high profitability featured listing or lead generation sale through the directory itself. But while you're at it, why not promote your services anyway? Because the lead has already qualified themselves. Like, don't you see this? you know that this particular business is looking for leads. The fact that they went onto your directory to buy a feature listing or to inquire about your lead generation is proof positive that they're looking for leads. So maybe they'll sign up for the directory listing. They probably will, but you already know just by nature of them being on the website and reaching out to you that they're also a good fit for your client services business, right? So in my view, this is the perfect marriage between symbiotic relationships of a high leverage, high profitability business with probably like low revenues and low cash flows, and a low leverage, high cash flowing, relatively stable profitability business. When the two meet, you really can't go wrong. This is my absolute favorite way to monetize a directory, and I hope you implement this and I hope you take it seriously. All right, thanks, guys. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. Please subscribe. Please smash that subscribe button, and I will talk to you next week. Peace.